was a young kid, I felt it deep down in my bones. Father, when I met you, I knew you were there in my soul. No, I never needed a reason, just faith like a child to see the divine. With more than my eyes, I found faith, undeniable faith. I found hope, undeniable hope. I found love, unconditional love that won't let me go. So it's something greater that I can't explain. All creation's pointing to your name. It's been 2,000 years and hearts still change. It's clear to me, you're here with me. God, you are undeniable, 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 indisputable, irrefutable. This is what I know in my bones. It's clear to me, you're here with me. God, you are undeniable. Now I'm a little bit older and I shoulder the weight of these doubts. All of these questions keep pressing me to figure you out. But even on the bad days when my faith is wounded and weak, I fall to my knees and pray for a mustard seed of faith. Undeniable faith, give me hope. Undeniable hope, give me love, unconditional love that won't let me go. So it's something greater that I can't explain. All creation's pointing to your name. It's been 2,000 years and hearts still change. It's clear to me, you're here with me. God, you are undeniable, 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 indisputable, irrefutable. This is what I know in my bones. It's clear to me, you're here with me. God, you are undeniable. Faith, give me hope. Give me love, unconditional love that won't let me go. Oh, it's something greater that I can't explain. All creation's pointing to your name. It's been 2,000 years and hearts still change. It's clear to me, you're here with me. God, you are undeniable, 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 indisputable, irrefutable. This is what I know in my bones. It's clear to me, you're here with me. God, you are undeniable.
So here's what I want to do today. I want all of you to stand up. Everybody, seriously, stand up right now. Stand up. Everybody, stand up. Okay. Now here's what I want you to do. I want every single one of you to bow down before me. Everybody bow down before. No, stop. Don't actually really bow down before me. I don't really want you to do that. I'm just really trying to make a point for the story that we're talking about today. You'll see what this all has to do with this week's episode of Witness.
It is the year 2055. After a time of turmoil, Earth is at peace. But this peace has come at a price. A police state is in place, led by a tyrant known as the Governor and the New World Army. There is no freedom, no religion, no courage. Fear grips the world. No one is allowed to speak their mind. No one is allowed to think. This is the new world. But one man searches for an answer. For someone who is not afraid. For courage.
Hello world, this is the storyteller. Courage is rising, but that courage comes at a price. The governor is becoming angry, and he wants his presence to be known. I heard a question once, is it better to be feared or loved? Clearly, the governor wants to be feared.
Open this door! I know you're in there! Storyteller! It is Integer!
Integer, you nearly scared me.
It is my job. I am interrogator.
That's kind of funny, you know? Integer, the interrogator.
We begin.
Yes, we begin. Please state your name.
My name is Integer. I am part of New World Army. I interrogate criminals. I strike fear. I make men tremble.
You're making me tremble.
Good.
Could you describe what happened on Governor's Day?
Governor Day. National holiday. People cheer. People sing praises to our beloved governor. Governor, very vain man. Praise is not enough. He wants people to worship him.
And how did he get people to worship him?
He built statue in middle of city square. Order people to pay tribute, to honor statue. Statue not real. Statue not talk. It not move. Statue only stare.
And how did the people respond?
They obey. Too much fear. Even though statue is stupid. People must obey.
And what happened if they didn't obey?
People face death. People face me. Governor, have fire chamber built. Fire chamber burn those that not obey. Alive.
How many were burned?
No one. New World Army, very powerful. Make people very scared. It crush people under iron fist.
So everyone listened and obeyed.
Not everybody obey.
But you just said that no one was burned.
I said no one was burned. I did not say Everybody obey. Let me tell you a story.
Continue.
On day of festival, everybody bringing tenth of all their money to statue. They bring tribute, gifts. Everybody but 3 people.
And who are these men?
Nobodies, common clerks, work in factory. Governor discover that they not pay tribute. He send secret police to arrest them, bring them to me.
How did they react?
They're not afraid. They sit in cell. They sit in cells that are nasty, dirty, dark places, full of bones of those who tried to revolt. Smell like death.
How did you know they weren't afraid?
I have done this a long time. Most people, they scream in terror, especially when left alone with me. But these 3, they show no sign of emotion.
Did you intimidate them?
Of course I did. In my job, I stare in their faces. I yell at them, scream at them. But they do not budge. They do not bow down.
And how did the governor react to that?
He become very angry. He become furious. He ordered me to beat them. So I did. But they still do not budge. They act very strange.
What do you mean by strange?
They talk to themselves.
They talk to themselves.
As I beat them, they muttered words. I hear word God. I do not know what this word God is. I pick one of them up, like this. I look him in the eye. I say, who is God? Your God cannot save you. You belong to me. He kept talking to himself. So I threw him against the wall.
What did his friends do?
They kept muttering, saying name. God be with me. God be my strength. God, you are my all. I do not understand this. I become afraid. I call for governor.
And did he come down to the cell?
First time I ever seen it. Prisoners spook governor. Governor wasn't afraid. But he handled fear in a very strange way. He ordered prisoners to bow down at his feet. But they do not. They sat in chairs. One, I believe his name was Meshach. He told governor, he do not bow down to anyone but one true God. Again, with this God. Until that day, I never knew was word. But they talk to this God like he is in room. They believe this God will save them. That he is stronger than the army. Stronger than the governor. Stronger than even death. Finally, the governor calmed down. His face full of hate and viciousness. He wanted the prisoners dead. He ordered them to the fire chamber, that it be recorded and shown on televisions in town square. He had smile on face when he said he would watch them burn.
Did they react then?
No, they kept talking to their God. I feel sorry for them. They seem very nice, but crazy. One of them said he would talk to his God for the governor and me. He called it prayer. Do you hear of this word prayer?
I've never heard the word until you just said it. What did you do?
I become sad. I look at him. I say, I am sorry, but I must do my job. The prisoner, he smiled at me, said he forgive me. It was kind smile. Make me regret what I have to do. I do not want to kill anyone. especially these boys. Plus, what if this God is real? They believe him so much that they stand up to death. What if this God get angry about their death and he come after me?
Did you let them escape?
No. I do my job. I bring them to fire chamber. I march them to public square. The governor, he want to show people what happened to those that do not obey. Governor, he keep fear in, courage out.
The prisoners had to do something. Did they speak up, fight back?
The prisoners, they not respond. They just keep walking to their doom. When we reach the fighter chamber, the governor want to record their cries. He ordered the fire chamber hotter than ever before. When guard opened door, immediately burned alive. The heat from open door enough to kill him. The prisoners, they stop me, talk to me, say that they want to go in alone, that they not want anyone else to die. I do what they say. And they go in, and they shut the door.
Did they scream when they were inside?
We heard nothing, no screaming. I knocked on door with my hand. I nearly burned it, and I heard knock back. The prisoners, they were alive. The governor ordered the window to the chamber open, and when I opened it, I could not believe what I saw.
Were they horribly burned?
No, they're not harmed at all. Not even clothes burned. But what scares me more, there was something else in chamber. There was fourth man. I had to make sure that one of my people not go in by accident. So I make head count, and they were all with me. But I know, I saw with my own eyes, there was fourth man. I ran, show governor, blood drained from his face. We know, we see something. We see miracle.
What did the governor do then?
He grabbed me. He said, let them go. And he ran out of room. I never see governor so scared. He never show fear. But that day, I saw it. I saw it on his eyes. So, I turned down the heat and opened door immediately. But only 3 people come out. Integer confused. No fourth man. But moments ago, he there. I know I saw him.
Who do you think it was?
It was their God. The God they talked to. He showed up. He protected them. That is only explanation.
I can't believe that.
I not lie. I tell truth.
I remember that day. I didn't hear any of this.
The governor, he always tips. He keeps stories secret. But I know what I saw. I saw God. God more powerful than any man. I'm not afraid of governor. I fear God. God gave power over flame. I help prisoners escape. I ask about this God. They say he is loving creator of world. That he is the only one they worship. I give up everything. I leave job.
Will you return home?
Not sure. Integer, do not think New World Army good anymore. I need to find new purpose. If you find this God, you let me know, eh?
I will.
Good. Thank you. I go now.
I know he was telling the truth. Those prisoners had a courage I never even realized existed. It's one thing to be willing to stand up for something, but it's something entirely different to be willing to die for it, especially a belief. Those prisoners were something special. They were willing to go against the crowd, to fight for something they thought was right. And just because something's normal doesn't mean that it's right. Even when they were mocked, they were almost killed. Listening to that story makes me realize I'm not that brave, I'm not that strong. Courage is somewhere out there, and clearly God is the source of that courage. I've got to find someone who can tell me who God is. Remember, courage rises, hope spreads.
So it can be really, really hard for us to stand up for what we know is right or to stand out when we know it's the right thing. I mean, we try so hard to fit in, don't we? Like we try and wear the same clothes as everybody else and want to look like everybody else. You got a leather jacket, huh? You guys got leather jackets? You like leather jackets? You don't? No, I don't either. This is a friend's. I'm just holding it for him. So it's not mine. Sometimes we want to do what everyone else is doing because everybody else is doing it. Just recently joined the chess club because, well, there's a lot of people joining the chess club, and I got my chess piece here. It's called the horse. It's the name of the chess piece because I'm in chess club. Sometimes when you play chess, like when you move this piece, you go, and other times we try and act a certain way just so that everybody would like us. I mean, if everybody's doing it, why wouldn't I, right? My mom always used to give me this phrase like, oh, if everybody jumped off a bridge, would you jump off a bridge? Yeah. I mean, like if the water's deep enough, like if it was shallow, I wouldn't, but like, heck yeah, that'd be fun, right? Don't jump off bridges. But we shouldn't just do things because everyone else is doing it. Just because everyone else thinks it's normal doesn't mean it's right or what God wants for us. The story we heard about in today's episode was based off the story of these three guys, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. I know that's really hard to say. Let's everybody say it with me. Come on. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Okay, now we're not gonna read the whole entire story today, but here's what I want you to do. I want you to read it at some point this week, maybe break it up in different days, but I want you to read the story for yourself in the Bible. And you can find the story in Daniel chapter 3, so write that down, put it on your notes somewhere. Daniel chapter 3, it's right there on the Bible app. You guys can read it anytime you want. I want you to get Daniel 3 and read it at some point this week. Basically, what's happening in this story is that everyone who's anyone is required to bow down before this giant statue that the king made. When they heard the music, everyone had to bow down and worship the statue. All hail the mighty statue bowed down before thee. And if you didn't, the consequences of that were you were thrown into a fiery furnace and burned alive. That's right, you heard it right. You were burned alive. Fire! 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 Now, I don't know about you guys, but for me, if I was living at that time, like I would probably fake it. I'd probably pretend to bow down. Like I would bow down, like for real with like my body, I'd bow down. But in my heart, I'd be like, no, I don't believe in this. I'm not really worshiping, just so I could avoid death. But these three guys, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they stayed true to themselves and remained faithful to God no matter what it cost them. You see, these three guys literally stood up for what was right when everybody else was bowing down. Literally, every single person bowed down. But like these three guys are like, no way. And they're like, we're not gonna bow down. They didn't let their faith in God be moved by anything, no matter what the consequences were. I know it can be really tough to be a Christian, isn't it? Sometimes we have to do things that are different than everybody else or not do what everybody else is doing. Sometimes people aren't gonna believe the way we live and the things that we say, but we need to stand up and stand out when we know that something is right and true. Sometimes you may even have to stand up for your own faith, but we need to put our trust in God that He'll give us the courage and the strength to stand up for our faith, even when it feels like we're the only ones.
a promised land waiting for me. Sometimes there's an ocean that lies in between. I'll keep on traveling the pathway you've been, till I'm right where you want me. That's where I'll be. Freedom is coming, and it has a name. Oh no, for my chains, oh, you take them away. Freedom is coming, and it has a name, and it is Jesus. How sweet is the name. You said it's for freedom that I was set free. Now I walk in the victory that you won for me. And if on the journey there are walls that